recently there has been a discussion about the K-pop demon hunters. Apparently there has been a movie and people have posted about it, and people are quite concerned about the messages being put forth by this K-pop demon hunters movie, especially to children, to impressionable children. So muslimparents.sg has done a take on it, and it says that there are some subliminal messages which are quite clear, and so I think she regrets that her children watched it before she got the chance to watch it. Yeah, so I think we want to elaborate further on what has been stated in Muslim SG lah, and maybe give a bit more depth into it. Especially looking at some of the comments, I think there is quite a lot to address lah. Okay, so of course today we have with us our Ustazahs Fatin and Fahana, and we're gonna talk about this the dangers of this thing. Okay, first of all, have you all watched the movie?
Of course not.
Of course not.
We don't have the time
Yes.
to.
But
Have you heard about the
synopsis
movie?
and then all the
Yeah,
reviews.
yeah, we
and then
just-
all the reviews. and
Yes.
everything.
So one of the
Listen.
accusations of I think Muslim Parents SG and like-minded people who say that there's something wrong with this movie and being obsessed about it, and it's not just a simple movie. One of the accusations is that it is it creates a moral panic. What do you say to that? This idea of a moral panic.
Okay, first of all, what is moral panic?
What is moral panic?
Okay, I think someone
So the person defines it. Said moral panic is when people blow up something harmless into a big moral threat. So the key thing is that they see K-pop demon hunters as harmless, and other people are the ones who are blowing it up into a moral threat lah.
Macam ni Dajjal.
So do you agree that this is a moral panic, or is there really some justification? I think it's quite clear lah. Yeah, I think where we stand is quite clear that this is a big moral threat lah, and it is clearly not something harmless, and we will explain why. Okay, so why would you say? First of all, I want to understand from these people, why would they think that this is harmless? Looking at the content of the video, maybe you can try to elaborate. Why would people think that this is harmless?
Okay, I think macam people are already desensitized lah, and it's already so normalized. Macam bila kita tengok perempuan yang tak tutup aurat, yang pakai macam tu, we are already desensitized. It's normal. So but macam for another group pula, like if it's a journey kan, so for another group pula, they will think that macam tengok daripada pakaian je dah cukup, more than enough reason for me to not let my kids watch. So it depends lah which group you are at.
No, but I think it's when you say it's a moral threat, I think it's more than aurat.
Yeah lah, of course lah.
So what is the moral threat here?
Yeah, of course, if you want to go into the moral threat, you have to. I mean, of course, you're taking from the view of Islam. It has to be from the view of Islam, and the set of moral values that Islam, emphasizes on. Of course, the first one that you mentioned was modesty.
Okay.
Modesty, mixing between men and women, sexualizing a person, and then of course, if you go into the script of the movie itself, the whole obsession with the music culture that is there, pop culture, and then I think there's the boy band group. I read quite a bit about this this movie. There's a boy band group.
Saja Boys.
Yes,
Saja
the
Boys.
Saja
It's
Boys.
a real group or?
It's a movie lah. It's in the
Okay,
movie.
okay.
It's in the movie. Yeah. So this group of girls go around singing.
Okay.
And singing is their superpower lah, so called.
Okay.
So there's a whole plot behind it. Like it's a movie, right? And when you want to say the moral threat behind this is the moral threat of what is against Islamic values, Islamic values, right? So which the whole thing threatens Islamic values, from sexualization. That's a big threat. And you don't want to sexualize our children in any way, right? And then of course, if you want to go deeper into that, right, the entire threat of all of this, there's no of course there's no mention of God in the entire movie. Of course, it's a secular movie, right? It's a movie, K-pop movie. So of course, all of these things, they bring our kids further and further away from Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. People will say, no. I send them for agama class in the weekend. Right? I talk to them about religion. They pray 5 times a day. Enough lah. They watch a movie, will not destroy their iman. Right? But really, all of this things, right? Right, all this that is being shown, right? You can't watch it one time and know exactly what is being delivered, right? Through these screens. Okay, so then you go into being paranoid lah. Everything.
Okay, wait. So basically what you've said so far is the same may be said for any other movie in general lah.
Yes.
Right? The aurat issue. I mean, it's not necessarily K-pop Demon Hunters that only has this.
Tapi
It's so many other things that also have this, right?
Almost every single movie.
Yeah.
lah.
No,
almost
but
every
why
single
yang
movie.
ni this K-pop Demon Hunter yang blow up? Kenapa yang orang tak bantai macam other movies? Kenapa K-pop Demon Hunters?
Maybe the word demon. I don't know. I'm not so sure, but technically every movie will have its haram. Think of, I mean, as Islamic movies lah. But think about it. Every single movie for children, for adults, has some element of romance, some element of haram relationships, right? And definitely the aurat issue is obvious, right? Every single movie, right? Even and then some of the comments spoke about Harry Potter and so on, right? The entire beautification of magic, and the magical world and everything. It's true. It's true, right? It is the world that we're in, right? And like for me, I don't know why people find it offensive, right? When people point out the haram in movies. There is haram. You want to say what? No haram. There is. Even Harry Potter, they got romance in there everywhere.
I mean, yeah, like what you said just now, like people are desensitized to such things. Okay, but I want to go deeper into this because we want to know what makes K-pop Demon Hunters unique. In the sense that no other, I don't know lah. Maybe there is also subliminal messaging in Disney movies and all that. I guess there is, but particularly this one, I think is especially dangerous in this day and age. The kind of hype that it has received. Okay, so I think one of the responses, one of the messages that we got is that, or that we received, kids don't naturally think in these cult and Satan frameworks. Okay, so maybe before we go there, we want to elaborate a bit about these Satan frameworks. And why, so okay, so just to summarize the K-pop Demon Hunters, there's basically, from what I understand, there's basically a group of demons. And the people who are gonna be the heroes are the K-pop band, right? That's basically it lah. So they end up becoming the heroes who kill the demons. So the comments are like, as in some of the comments are like, it's quite ironic that we are looking to this band to be the ones who are going to save us from the demons, right? We should be looking to proper people lah. And then clearly the band is not espousing. It's a K-pop band. It's not espousing like proper values, right? And it's all over the place. So. And then our kids are looking up to these people as heroes, which is not a good thing, right? So that's what the criticism is about, lah. Okay, so how do you respond to this? When they say kids don't naturally think in these cult Satan frameworks, unless adults plant the idea there. The same way we grew up with Disney and Care Bears and Power Rangers and still turned out fine.
I hear that a
That
lot.
one also must define.
Yeah, actually that's something that we need to.
Depends on how you define turn out fine lah. Turn out berjaya or turn out okay. Like if your bar is like this, then yeah lah, then you will get that lah.
To me, the fact that you can say we turned out fine is already an arrogant statement. Because you're saying that okay, we are okay, right? I mean, in this context, to say that we turned out fine, right? We did this, we turned out fine, right?
But you don't know.
So to me,
you don't know. Even if you turn out fine, you don't know like if there's even more harm to like other people because different people different apa. Different people
correct. That's
receive
one.
things differently.
Yeah, that's one of it. That's like how different people would have different outcomes.
Yeah.
And then to me, the second thing is I don't know. You just cannot say that I turned out fine because that is saying that I'm already good.
I'm already the best.
Which to me is an arrogant statement. It's like because you can always be better, right?
And if you ask a simple question to anybody, how's your solat?
Yeah.
Are you focused in your prayer? Almost nobody will say that they have their salats firm.
Yeah.
You know, how is your rawatib? You know, how is your sunnah prayers? This past weekend we had a maulid, and one of the ustazahs, veteran ustazah lah from Singapore, she shared a story about Muhammad Al-Fatih. She shared very fast the story. Okay, but it's an important story. He had his army in front of him, and and they all stood up, and he asked the question: how many of you, from the time you reach puberty until today, has missed a single fardu prayer? Sit down. The whole
Sit
army,
down.
no one sit down. Sit down.
Oh, the whole army sit down.
No. Whoever of you has missed a single fardu prayer from the time you reach puberty until today, right? Sit down. No one sat down. He says question: how many of you has, from the time of puberty until today, has missed a single sunnah prayer? No, part of them sat down.
But oh, mashallah.
That means there were a group of people in the army. So they all conquered Constantinople. Like, part of the army whereby since puberty,
puberty,
until that point in their life as an adult, never miss a single rawatib prayer. That means sunnah before and after. Then he asked the question: how many of you, from the time of puberty until today, never missed a single tahajjud? Puberty, the whole army said except him. Muhammad Al-Fatih.
Oh, mashallah.
Right?
So he never missed a single tahajjud.
Since puberty,
Mashallah.
not a single night
Al-Fatih.
did he miss. So this is people of the past lah. So when you say you are fine,
Yeah, when we say we
I
turn out
ask you
fine.
your solat. Are you focused in your solat? Are you doing your sunnah back and front and back? Are you doing your Quran? How much Quran are you doing every day? Your zikir, your maksiat, what you watch. What is fine?
No, that's the problem tau. Like macam when they say we turn out fine, they don't like strive for excellence for akhirah. Macam people nowadays lah, they will strive for excellence for the academics. So kalau macam akhirah, oh aku solat apa, asalkan aku solat apa, asalkan aku tak ambil drugs, tak ambil tak keluar masuk jail. So that is their definition of okay, aku turn out okay. You know, tak buat masalah, tak menyusahkan orang.
It's a very low benchmark lah.
Yeah, so macam diorang tak strive for excellence. Itu yang lacking lah in our.
And one of the words of Rasulullah SAW that I will always bring to mind is about in the end of times. Whereby Rasulullah said that a person will wake up in the morning. It's from a longer hadith about the different fitness of the end of times. And he said darkness upon darkness. They're holding on to the religions, they're holding on to hard coal. Then the hadith continues and says that, and a man will come to the morning as a believer and come to the evening as a disbeliever. Right? And then he says that they sell their religion for some, small gain of this dunya. And really, truly, I've seen so many of my students come up to me, and they will say that my daughter suddenly texted me last night that she's left the deen. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know. No, she went through madrasah, she went through weekend madrasah. I taught her, I this, I that. Suddenly out of nowhere, I don't believe anymore. I don't believe anymore. And I've met also my fair share in the university when I go to NUS. People come to me after my talks, Ustazah, I just don't believe. I've lost my belief. Right? And then you're wondering, where's it coming from?
Yeah.
Where's it coming from? Right? And these are people who are family brought them up, on the deen.
That's why macam when we normalize this kind of movies kan, we don't know what they consume tau, what they are thinking. And to me lah, in my opinion, whatever that you consume every single day, it has an effect on you. You tak boleh cakap tak ada effect langsung.
Yes.
Right? So it depends on how the person control the effects lah. So as parents, we don't know how our kids will turn out. You turn out fine, okay lah, alhamdulillah.
And that's the other thing also about how they will turn out, right? This is my take on this lah. Like, we do this and then we turn out okay. To me, it's like as if the outcome is in your hands. Like
you don't know who doa for you that you become okay.
Yeah, correct. So
If you are already okay.
so this person is attaching some sort of cause and effect. We say, okay, we watched Disney when we watched Disney when we were kids, and we turned out fine. But the outcome is not in your hands, and what you are taught to do is to teach what is best, right? To find out what are the dangers in television, the dangers in movies, the dangers in all these things, and then you teach your kids these messages, right? You're supposed to do what is right. The outcome is not in your hands, so you cannot say, "Oh, I turned out fine." So this Disney is okay, and Demon Hunters is okay.
And it's also the question of, is it okay to expose our families to what we know for sure is against the principles of Islam?
Okay.
The exposure. Because right now, okay, don't say that they're going to follow, they're going to turn out messed up, they're going to lose their faith or whatever. No. Just a very clear question. Is it okay to expose my child to a show, movie that I know in there are things against the religion?
Okay. So
That's
is
the
it?
question.
So it's more of a question of we know about these demon hunters.
Yeah.
Should we watch it along with them to explain to them?
Or allow them to watch it, or like because there are people who think that they can watch it and they can still have their iman. So okay,
Okay.
possible, I'll say possible. I know many people, mashallah, Allah preserve their iman. But comes the question of what can you do that? Are we as parents allowed to expose to our children what is against the teachings of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, while at the same time wanting them to follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Are we allowed to expose them to it?
It's ironic If you want to follow Rasulullah SAW, then you should do what he says.
So one end you talk about Sayyidah Fatimah Zahra covering her aurat, Masya Allah, Tabarakallah, about Sayyidina Hamzah, Sayyidina Abbas, and Sayyidina Ibn Abbas, and they all scholar of Quran and everything. And next thing you know, let's spend 2 hours watching nonsense. With no mention of God whatsoever.
Actually, I was reminded by about watching together kan as a family, because some parents would say macam it's okay lah, like if we kita cakap haram, I mean they will see with their friends, they will be exposed anyway, so might as well we watch it together with them at home so that we can ajar orang apa yang betul lah and apa yang tak betul lah. So what if like the parent just want to watch with the children because they just can't get to the children, so they just want to watch to bond with them, to have a connection with them, so that they can advise them better.
So it's like watching as a family together.
Because macam if you macam haram with benda yang dorang dah suka, then it will make them distant even further from their parents.
First of all, it's not an either or. Like you can don't say haram and also don't watch it. Right?
But because these children memang exposed dekat sekolah kan.
Okay.
Because usually these things they will pick up dekat sekolah lah. Usually. And then after that they bring it home. And then the parents want to be macam not rigid, open-minded and fun. So they pun follow juga.
So you can talk to them about what they find out from their friends in school and all that, and give your thoughts about it. But you don't have to just so-called unreasonably as far as the kids are concerned, right? To them it's unreasonable lah, but you cannot just say, okay, this haram, no explanation. You got to talk to them about this lah. You got to like what these Muslim parents did. So she actually asked her daughters.
Do you think music can save you?
Do you think music can save you? And then they said the daughter sheepishly said no, or the son or the daughter lah. I think it's daughter.
Yeah, and there's a correct way lah. Because when it comes to media, it's so attractive. You can't just say haram cannot. You must make them think for themselves. And also, you want to train them to be able to think for themselves. Because you can't always be there to bar everything and to block everything. They need to be able to see a show that is shown to them and look away by themselves in the taqwa.
No, and there are kids who do that. There are kids who...
MashaAllah, the Abu Bakars of the time.
There are kids who they know that their friends are talking about such things, and they know it's not good for them, and they just I don't want to be involved. Yeah, and it's fine.
And that's the best way of bringing them up, because then they don't have to keep telling them, and you don't have to keep monitoring them. They know how to walk away.
So macam mana nak make our children walk away? Because I think these things are very strong lah in school. So macam if you are the only parent yang tak kasi anak, don't allow your children to be part of it, your child will be an outcast lah.
Not necessarily lah. Not necessarily. I mean,
how do you know?
Not necessarily. You see, you don't. I mean, sometimes maybe kids have this idea that you need to like what your friends like in order to fit in, that kind of thing. But that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes people can see you as having principles and values, and they won't outcast you.
Okay.
Like they can maybe not primary school kids who are not so mature yet lah. But I mean, it's not necessarily the case that you'll be outcast.
Okay.
And frankly, most of us, we make one friend. Most people, really, frankly, most people have one or two friends, and you're happy with that one or two friends for your entire life.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
And usually your one or two friends, they are, you resonate with them. So you don't force yourself to be someone that you're not. But you find a friend that you're kind of, on a same, frequency, same wavelength. And you're happy.
Yes.
Because that friend is, they like the same things that you like.
Yeah, I want to go back to this post. And I want to know, what do you think the author means by subliminal messaging?
Okay.
What exactly is subliminal here?
Subliminal. For me, it was obvious lah. It wasn't subliminal.
No, but if it's obvious, it cannot be subliminal.
I think it's not obvious to some parents.
Yes, correct. I think, well, the thing about the media lah, and I actually want to go a bit backwards, right?
Okay.
I mean, go back a bit as to, people, how they view the media.
Okay.
Right? Because part of the comments that I saw, especially with regards to this moral panic, right, is that I feel that people have a very, I would say, I'm not sure if it's naive, you say naive, a naive perception, right, that the media is not necessarily evil, right, or not necessarily have to have evil elements, but you are the ones digging out all these, evil elements. You're the ones who saying, oh, there are subliminal messages inside there. You're the ones saying, but there isn't, but you're the ones, digging it up, right? But to address that first lah, because this is how you open up the entire thing, that is there really evil in there? Or is there no evil in there? Right? And is there evil that even, you say not even subliminal, but it is not even detected, but your soul is affected. Because that's a different level already lah. So this one I want to quote Shaitan. Quote Shaitan. From the Quran. Quote him lah, because how do you know the plots of the enemy except from the enemy? Right? Because Shaitan is all about deception, right? And he's not going to go out there and tell everybody what he's doing, and of course his minions, and so they call them, they're minions. I've heard people call their own kids minions. Please stop doing that. Right? Minions is a very negative term. You call the minions of Satan. Not the minions of your children, or not the minions of your minions lah. They're cute lah online, but the word is a negative word. Right, so anyway, to quote Iblis in Surah Hijr, so Iblis says, after the entire story of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling Iblis to bow to Nabi Adam alayhi, and then he refuses the whole thing. This story repeats several times in the Quran. And it's an important story to really understand. Because from the beginning of the Quran, Allah mentions it. In Surah Hijr. So we are on the verse 39. 39. So Iblis says to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قال Rabbi bima aghwaytani. Right. Now Iblis blame Allah. Ya Allah, by what you have deluded me. You tricked me.
So because you caused me to sleep.
You caused me to sleep. So Iblis first thing,
your fault.
Blame Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your fault. لَأُزَيِّنَنَّ لَهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. So Iblis says, I will beautify for them on this earth. That means his delusion, his deception is beautified. And then he said, and I will set astray all of them altogether. So if you understand the media industry,
but it's zuyina lahum, right? It's I'm going to beautify for them.
For them.
So
this human
in itself, the thing is not beautiful, but it's for them, for the human being. They look at it as beautiful.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, acceptable, beautiful, it's fine, it's nothing wrong with it, there's no harm in it, right? Why you all being so paranoid?
Rasulullah tak cakap haram.
Hey, he did. By the way, I mean, just the clothing. So I said the clothing is a big indicator, but people are blinded to the clothing.
Yeah, desensitized.
But it's a huge red light. You see one look, the clothing. It's about every movie people wear nonsense. Precisely. That's my answer. Precisely. Every single movie, they're it's all red lights, but desensitized lah. So if Iblis has said that, and he has made a vow in another part of the Quran, Iblis says, وَبِعِزَّتِكَ. Iblis says, and I vow by your might, Ya Allah, I will dilute all, is ajma'in, it means every one of them. or all of them all together. Another part of the Quran, Iblis says, you have the Quran, he says a few things like Iblis. I'll come from their front, from their back, from their right, from their left. And you'll find most of them not grateful. Right? So Iblis has made these huge vows to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Iblis not taking his vow lightly. Right? So you look at the media industry. Right? What's the outreach of the media industry?
Massive,
the entire world. Massive. The whole world. Do you think Iblis not going to have a stake in it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, if your plan is to ruin the world, to ruin humanity, of course you will be part of it.
You will ride the wave, and you're not the one who made the wave in the first place.
Yeah, like me, if you put yourself, if I were
Iblis shoes.
Iblis, if I
you
were in
put
Iblis shoes.
yourself in Iblis shoes, correct?
To understand the enemy, to understand the attacks of the enemy, put yourself in the enemy shoes. What's the enemy going to do right
That's exactly what he'll do.
Yeah, exactly what he'll do.
If I were Iblis, this is exactly what I'll do. I mean, I want to get to as many people as possible. I want to distract them from the purpose of life, purpose in life, by giving them all these things that can, they have bad messaging, and cause them to
Feed their nafs also.
and feed their nafs also, and all that, and then reach as many people as possible. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
So it's foolish to believe that this is not from Iblis, or it's foolish to believe that this has nothing to do with Iblis.
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
Or there's no evil in this.
So this person who's saying that this is harmless,
What's your proof?
I think it's madness to say that it's harmless.
Yeah.
I
What's
think
your
it's madness.
Iblis, and subhanAllah, the whole entertainment industry was built by Iblis. Our teachers would say that the entertainment industry is salt shaitan.
Is what?
Is salt shaitan, the voice of shaitan.
Salt.
Salt shaitan is a voice of shaitan. Is on a loud hailer, right, in your phones, in your ears, music, K-pop, all of it. So you say semua haram. What do you think? Iblis is flooding the world to the point that you cannot see the halal already from the haram. You can't separate halal from. This okay. Say, how do you make people do sin without the guilt of sin?
Remove the guilt.
By normalizing,
Normalizing
by flooding them, that everybody does it.
Yeah.
Normalize
So
it.
it's okay. So that person, that ustazah also do. So it's okay for me to do.
So you won't be guilty because you're not the only one doing it.
Yeah, and after a while, it's Allah Himself in the hadith of Rasulullah, whereby he said to one of the companions, "How will you be when people ya'mur bil munkar?" Right? They begin in the past, in the end of times, that they will begin to command what is wrong, right? Wayanha anil ma'aruf, and they'll prevent what is goodness. End of times. So it'll be so twisted that people are now defending what is clearly haram.
Yeah, it's quite baffling.
Interesting,
Yeah, and that people are that defending in the sense of justifying by saying that there's nothing wrong. There's another message here. I listen to death metal, heavy metal, old school gangster rap, and all genres of music that are deemed satanic. I'm not influenced by the lyrics because I know the difference between art and life. So macam
So confident.
I say so confident. So like to me, whoever this person is to me, I also think this is very arrogant to say that I know the difference between art and life. So I can listen to it.
He also say, give your children some faith lah, that they are intelligent enough to differentiate right and wrong.
Yeah,
Right.
this one also I think, yeah we should, there should be, we should trust our children to some extent. But at the same time, they would not be mature enough to know right from wrong. In fact, adults themselves don't know right from wrong. In
It's
some
like
sense.
someone saying, "Okay, bring home some cigarettes, put it on the table." Right? Like, I mean, that's the thing. And then they put it all there, right? Put the lighter there, teach them how to do it, everything, and tell them don't do it. I mean, a parent in the right mind will say, "Oh no, please lah, don't be ridiculous here." Right? I mean, but thing about it is that people underestimate Iblis. It's like, or the husnuzon Iblis or something.
Yeah, husnuzon
They
Iblis
have
is
a
very
good
strong.
opinion of
Mashallah.
Iblis for some reason. Like, he's your enemy. Take him as your enemy, right? I mean, in Surah Yasin, "Alam ahad ilaikum ya bani Adam alla ta'budu syaitan. Innahu lakum aduwwun mubin." Right? Didn't we tell you, all human beings, not to worship shaitan? It shows that there are human beings who will worship shaitan. He's a clear enemy. What's wrong with you? Right? Do not think the best of Iblis.
This one I think is just lack of knowledge lah. Like people
Yeah.
are macam, they see religion as aku solat 5 waktu apa. Tu je dah macam cukup lah. Tu kira dah terror lah.
But you don't tango with the enemy.
Yalah.
Right.
So it's very strange. However, there are some people who are concerned, and like what you said, like we won't watch it together as a family, but they take screenshots. So this mother, I think this is the mother who, quite a good idea. She said, I need to do, I don't know whether it's a good idea or not, but I think it is. I feel like I need to do screen grabs of the movie. Screenshot lah. And dissect the scene with them and discuss exactly what's happening. Because my kids are already singing the song.
Which I believe or pick up from school. Shots.
From shots.
Or from reels
Yeah, so I think that could be one
That's
idea.
a good solution.
But what do the parents say to them? Like because if you were just looking at screenshots or screen grabs, then I mean there's a limit to what you can say about what's going on,
Yeah.
right? Without the actual.
But that is the correct way of handling this situation whereby evil is so widespread, you cannot ignore evil. You can't. It's everywhere. Right? So the way about our teachers will say at the end of times, right, is that you need to talk about evil.
Okay.
Sayyidina Hudhaifa bin Yaman, one of the scholars of the science of the end of times. So he said, people used to ask Rasulullah about goodness, but I would ask him about evil. Right? So as to know how to protect myself from evil. So from there, we get the proof that yes, we do speak to them about evil. We don't expose them to evil, but we bring the evil that's there in front of together, and we train them in their thinking. So you can bring the storyline. That's one thing that I think the Muslim parents did right. Did the storyline itself. What do you think of the storyline? You can bring a picture. Look at the dressing of these girls. What do you all think? In a sense, you don't tell them haram. You tell me lah, like what is this?
Put the ball in their court.
Put the ball in their court. And that's what you want. You want to develop in them this taqwa, this fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When they see something, they can think. So even if you take, let's say, a snippet like a video, short video, or even lyrics. That day I was looking at the lyrics of some of the songs. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Actually, before this, I was looking to one of the song. The APT lah, the APT song.
FPT?
This trendy song lah, the APT apa tu?
Trendy song.
I don't know the tune. Apa tu APT tentang apa benda.
Okay,
it's a trendy song. It's a very trendy song that to the point I posted on our family group. They were singing it in kindergartens.
I saw that you posted in the family group lah.
Yes. You look at the lyrics, it's all about zina from start to end.
No, but then the sound is catchy.
Yes, but they're singing, about fornication. The whole song is about fornication. So in a sense, like if you have older children, right? Especially like past age of primary 4, primary 5, all that, right? I will sit with them. Let's read the lyrics. Can apa? Right? I mean, I can imagine doing that if the kids here.
You can
read the lyrics. You tell me what is this?
Yeah.
You know, like part of this I saw that they from this movie. Right? I love your sin, or I am your idol. Worship. That's the worship me. This kind of words. I mean, Shaitan, while he is deluding the world, he becomes so bold. He's put his words right out there, but people are still lapping it in.
People are still defending it.
Yeah, so in sense to prove the evil in things, it's not hard,
Yeah.
It's so incredibly obvious.
You just have to take a bunch of lyrics and you can see what's wrong with it.
Yeah,
straight away.
right. And the person who spoke about rock metal, black metal, whatever, kan? Open up the lyrics, look at how much worship of Lucifer is in there.
Yeah.
The
You know
problem is
Lucifer, kan?
Yeah.
Lucifer.
No, I think the problem is orang just dengar, and because it's in Korean kan. Yang tu it's in Korean. They don't understand the lyrics behind it, so they just ikut je.
Yeah.
So
But they're still
it
chanting.
becomes zikir.
Chanting.
Zikir lah in their.
And just as how
language.
zikir illuminates the heart, and this darkens the heart. And really, people are trusting shaitan too much. That they underestimate the effects of singing these things over and over and over again on someone's iman.
Yes, they underestimate the effects of zikir on this in this Illuminati thing.
This the Illuminati form of zikir.
Illuminati
Zikir syaitan
form of zikir,
Syaitan
yes.
zikir. Yeah, because as good zikir can really,
Yeah.
guide you on the path.
Yeah.
Music, people don't know the extent of the damage of music, but our teachers will say just by knowing how much shaitan uses it gives you an idea of the damage in it, because this is one of his biggest tools. So the fact that the enemy keeps using this, that means there's something in there that is so damaging, but you don't understand.
So you have to seek knowledge lah.
Study shaitan lah. Study
Study
the plots of shaitan lah.
Yeah. Actually, okay, I think I'll move on to the next segment about this because what you said about just now, the Illuminati, I think that's quite an interesting topic. And then about the tricks of shaitan to cause people to stray away. And so I'm trying to think, is there any element of the Dajjalic influence in this particular movie? Because it's one thing to say that it's haram because of the dressing, it's a waste of time, the songs contain filthy language and all that. But is there something deeper? So I think that's what we want to talk about in this second segment. About the Dajjalic influence here. And is there anything that is going to, any principles of fiqh that we can use here? Okay, so one of the commenters has asked, like, how do we, I mean, if people, we can see it because we learn such things. But what about people who don't learn such things? Like, they're not going to see the so-called, for the lack of a better word, the Illuminati side of it.
This is Dajjal written all over it lah.
Yeah, so is there really, so a couple of questions. Is there really Dajjal all over this movie?